All right. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. It is Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. This voice sounds really weird. I hope everyone's having a fabulous Tuesday. The weather here is pretty good right now. It's very, very nice. I like it when I can still open up the door and get some fresh air in the morning, at least, in the early morning, at least. All right, so let's see if anybody could let me know that sound is working. I'd appreciate it, of course. One never knows. And let's see. Hopefully we're all good. Good. There we go. All right. So I heard the other day that maybe I don't see the first comment. I'm not too sure about that, but I guess we'll give it a little test today. I don't know. And then I try to go back, and sometimes I can't find comments. I don't know. It's a crazy, crazy world out there in the internet land. But it's Tuesday, so that means we're going to have paper crafting fun here in the Crafty Casita. Hopefully, your day is filled with some fun, right? Whether it's paper crafting or something else. I'm a happy mama today. The kid is in the house, so that's always fun. And yeah, let's get crafting. Okay, so that's so funny. I wrote notes, but where'd they go? I did not see your first comment. Sound is good. Thank you very much for letting me know. I don't see it. I see one that you posted right now at 10:03. So I don't know why I don't see the first comment. All right. So today, thank you for letting me know though, Mom. Thank you. Today, we're going to be talking about new in colors, which are always fun, getting some new in colors. It's always sad because 5 colors go away. But let's take a look at these in colors. So the new in colors, let me make the table big. There we go. So new in colors, we have strawberry slush. Let's see. Make it that. Strawberry slush is actually a returning color. We've had it before. Timid tiger, darly duckling, cloud cover, and secret sea, which I don't know. You guys let me know if it looks black, but it's not black. It's a very, very dark blue. When you put it next to Night of Navy, it, wow. But so these are 5 colors that are going to be available May 6th. So new catalog comes out May 6th, and lots of fun product comes out. We're always excited to see fun product, right? Today, we're just going to be working with the in colors with the cardstock. And the stamp pad. We're going to be using the Secret Sea stamp pad, which is here. We're going to be using this guy. We're going to be using, well, here's the card we're making. So we're going to be using some blends, ink pad for stamping, and cardstock, and we're going to cut this out with some dies, or with a die. So we're going to be using this stamp set, which I'm pretty sure I've used before here live, but it's just a great happy birthday set, and I love coloring this little cake. Actually, I hadn't used the cake before. I'd really used the dog before. So I thought, let's use the cake. Okay, so to make this right here, we're going to do some gluing is what we're going to do. We are, and I have to step away to get some glue. Where'd my glue go? Oh, okay. Hopefully there's glue in here. All right. So we are just going to be layering these guys. We're going to start like so. And we'll put this guy on first, and then I'm going to trim it, and then we could use this guy again, right? The second half of this guy. But we're going to go like so. And you guys know I'm always practicing with this gray glue because I'm very messy with it. But this gives you lots of wiggle room to move these guys. And I am butting this cardstock up, and let me tell you the width of these guys. There we go. I think these are a 1/2 inch. Yeah, a 1/2 inch. And I'm not really making a plan. I'm pretty sure I don't want the same two colors next to each other, right? But here we go, like so. This one has to go way over. It's like just the right size. There we go. I love this technique. I've done it with designer series paper, with other cardstock. It's just a great way to use up those little strips of scrap paper that you have. And I'm going to cut this guy off so I can use it up here. Like so. Let's see. Let's see. The other orange one. Yeah. Do I have another timid tiger one? Every time I say that name, it makes me think of a cereal that has a tiger on it that used to have commercials. I'm sure they still do have commercials, but you know, you used to watch Saturday morning cartoons and that commercial was always on. Let's see, that it looks black. It does look black, but it's not. It's a very, very dark blue. There we go, strawberry slush. I really like this color, strawberry slush. It's a great pink. And what other color? Oh, this guy. I think that's all we're going to need. I don't think we're going to, yeah, that'll work. I don't need to do that last little bit because the die will fit. There we go. I'm just going to press down pretty hard, right? Just to make sure, put this guy away. And then I was going to, well, I am going to trim it. I was like, you don't really have to trim it. You could just put it through the machine, but I'll just trim it. Especially because I had that one guy that was kind of long. All right. Push those guys all off to the side. And then we're using this rectangle that is from, what's it from? The Textured Note dies. So we're going to, let me get my right layer. We bring in the machine. And we're going to layer this guy. I'm going to put it a little bit at an angle because I don't want it going through the machine straight on. There we go. And then you can see that these dies Hopefully you can see. Let me see. There you go. These dies. Oh, I have a little handwriting back in the middle of my screen. These dies have details all around the edge. So every rectangle has a different detail. Okay. So that is all we are going to use the machine for today. I do have a piece of scrap paper here, and we're going to use this happy birthday, and it says happy birthday, now back to me. So all I want is the happy birthday. And I'm going to stamp that in the Secret C. And then we're just going to cut out the happy birthday. Like, take our snips, cut around like so. And then don't forget, tomorrow, I don't think I'm going to be live tomorrow, but I am going to send you guys a video with a tutorial, right? Like the recipe card, and it's going to go to your email. So you definitely want to make sure that you're signed up for my email. And that way you get the tutorial. And it's a fun full card, right? So on Wednesdays, I'm going to start doing fun full cards. And I can't wait to show you that card. I love it. It's like children, right? Like you love them all, but sometimes there's like, oh, I'm lucky I only have one. Okay, so there's the happy birthday. Now, we're going to stamp the cake on this guy right here. This is, I just happen to have this on my desk, and it comes from the Around It All dies. And so these are circle dies that are a little wonky, which is kind of cool. They're not perfect circles. Okay, so we are going to stamp with Memento ink, right? Because we're going to use blends. We're going to do a little bit of coloring. And I'm going to show you. So I have a friend, Henry, maybe she's watching, and she told me about this tip that she saw on another YouTube channel from another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And right this second, I can't remember her name. But so we have the Memento ink pad, right? But she saw where you take the Stampin' pad with the white craft ink, right? So when you order the craft ink, the white craft ink from Stampin' Up, you get a blank ink pad, right? And the ink, and then you add it to it. Well, I ordered one, so I have the white ink, but I added Memento ink to it. So I've been really, really happy with the way that this is coming out. I think it's fabulous. So, and I covered up all these guys, right? Because you get the labels. So it's not white. I don't want to mistake this for a white pad. And obviously when you open it up, you can't mistake it. But so hopefully that little tip helps you guys. I love the crafting community because we're so open to sharing just all of our ideas. All right, so we're going to stamp this guy like so. And then we're going to color. So I have, this is light smoky slate, and we're going to use this on the platter. And then you always want to make sure that you have some kind of scrap paper underneath, because this will go through. Like for me right now, it won't hurt the glass mat that's under here, but you don't want to use it like on your kitchen table or something. And then I used Mango Melody. Is this? Yeah. So this is retired. I just pulled a couple of blends from the retired stash to use as the flames on the candle. So I'm all about use what you have. And I wanted it to be, I didn't want it to be so orange like a pumpkin pie would be. Or I think crushed curry would have been a little too like in the brown family. And then this guy right here, I did balmy blue. And we're going to do this guy for the stripe. Like so. We're using fresh freesia for the top of the cake. Like so. Try to do this kind of fast, but not so fast that I go outside the lines. But I think, well, even if you do go outside the lines, if you have the color lifter, that'll take off the color in the spot that you don't want it. So, like so. I'm going to go a little darker on that line. And then we're going to use lemon lolly for our the rest of the frosting. And when I'm working in the little tight spaces here, I always use the point versus like the brush tip. The brush tip I will use for big spaces. But right here, this little cake is a little bit more detailed. All right, look at how easy that was. Easy peasy. Okay, so the card base itself is thick basic white, as your traditional card base. Right, we're going to fold this guy. We're going to use the bone folder. We're going to put this on, and then we're just going to layer our happy birthday and our cake. So we're going to put this on. Oops, those guys are a little crooked, but oh well. It still works. We're going to go like so. I am going to use dimensionals and pop up that happy birthday. Oops. Like that. Let's get some mini dimensionals, right? We have dimensionals that come in two sizes. We have these guys, and then we have the bigger ones. We're going to put this on the front, and then we just have the inside. Then we have a sweet birthday card that I'm sure somebody would love to get in the mail. All right, let's see. There's that. There is the front of our card. Now, the inside of our card, I stamped in Secret C, I stamped, at least you're not as old as you'll be next year. Right? Because every year we get 1 year older. But that's actually a good thing. All right. Like so. And then I took one of the, that's kind of crooked. Is it? Maybe not. And then I just took another strip, right? We have these strips, so why not use them? And I don't know, you can decide what color you want to use. I think I'm going to go with the Secret C, but I'm going to use the seal to do it this time. Like so. Here we go. All right, and then just going to trim this off, and then that's our card. See, I gave myself little notes because I had 2 pieces of basic white that were so close in size. I had to let myself know that this one goes on the inside. But once it goes on the inside, you'll never know that I wrote in pencil on it. Okay, let's add this to the inside, like so. And that is our card for today. Hopefully you guys like this card. And don't forget, tomorrow there'll be another video up on YouTube. I'll also send it to the email. Let me know what you think of that one. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I truly, truly appreciate it. Don't forget, May 6th, new catalog coming out, starts online. I've mailed out catalogs if you ask for them and you're not local. Also, May 6th is going to start a join special. So if you ever thought about thinking about joining Stampin' Up, I would love to have you on my team. It's going to be where you pick out $165 worth of product. So you get to choose for $99. And I think that's just an amazing deal. So if you have any questions about that, get in touch with me. I'd love to chat with you. And hopefully you all have a great Tuesday. I will be back live next Tuesday. And thank you guys for watching. We'll talk to you all soon. Bye.